Hey YouTube, I had a request for a how-to video on installing Elasticsearch and Kibana. And you'll find a companion article on my website with all the commands in order. I'll leave a link down below in the description. I'll be using a 4 gig 2 CPU DigitalOcean droplet for this tutorial. Let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is app update and app upgrade. And then we're going to install a package, app transport, HTTPS, and then reboot. After that, the next step is going to be to install Java 11. Here are the commands for doing that. Once we get it installed, we're going to edit the etc environment file. And we're going to add the Java home equals and then the path to the Java 11 binary. Then go ahead and source the environment. The next thing we're going to do is install Elasticsearch. And again, all these commands will be in the companion article on my website, so you'll be able to copy them out pretty easy. And I've sped a lot of this up just not to have to look at packages being installed, so it goes pretty quick here. Then just go ahead and enable the service, the systemd service, and start up Elasticsearch. And to test this, we're going to just curl the local host. And you can see it's up and running and answering. Now I like to go ahead and reboot after major packages installed, and this is a brand new installation, so it's no big deal. The next thing we're going to do is install Kibana, and that goes pretty quick also. Now we're going to go ahead and edit this file. We're going to define the server host, and that's all 0, so it'll bind to every interface. And let's go ahead and put in the server name. Now I have a development domain that I picked up for about, I think it was 88 cents at Namecheap, and I'll leave a link down below there. You can get domains for between, like $1 and $3 when they're having a sale. So if that interests somebody, go ahead and use that link. It's an affiliate link. Now Kibana can take up to 2 minutes to start, depending on how big a server you're running and memory and all that kind of thing. On DigitalOcean, it's almost instantaneous. So I went ahead and put that into the web browser, and you can see I have Elasticsearch and Kibana running on top of it. Now I want to enable security so that it's you use a username and password to get onto Kibana and not just leave it hanging out there. So this is pretty simple. So go ahead and go into that Elasticsearch YAML file, and down the bottom of it, just put in that XPack security enabled is true, and then restart Elasticsearch and Kibana. Now, the second part of this is to set up passwords. So cd into this user share Elasticsearch, and then run the bin Elasticsearch setup passwords with the auto flag. Say yes here. Then go ahead and copy that out to a notepad or whatever editor you feel good with. And there's the passwords. I'm going to cd back into my home directory. And then I'm going to edit the Etsy Kibana YAML file. And there's a spot there where you can define the Elasticsearch username and password. And what you want to do is you want to put the Kibana username and Kibana password. I know it's a little confusing. Now I'm just going to write everything to disk and then reboot. I'll be back with you in a few moments. And let's go ahead and do a little test here after the reboot. And that shows that Elasticsearch is up and running. And now when we load Kibana into the web browser, you're going to get a login and prompt. Now this is where you can, load up metric beat, file beat. There's like the little kind of how-tos if you click on this add log data or add metric data. So thanks for watching.